passing through. Bluffdale's best, don't need no teeth to chew. It's that Double D barbecue. Go see Dana.
Homegrown coverage for a worldwide audience.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
TexasHomegrownRadio.com.
Come on in here! Come on!
I'm Roddy Decker, and you're in the woods listening to The Morning Ride.
Quiet on the set. Just kidding. Hey y'all, this is Billy Joe Jones, and you're listening to The Morning Ride on Texas Homegrown Radio.
Wax on, wax off, breathe in, breathe out, wax on, wax off. A lesson not just karate only, lesson for whole life.
Live from the Rockstar Ranch at Texas Homegrown Studios, it's The Morning Ride.
What was that? An exhibition? We need emotional content.
Oh, tears! Okay.
This is John Young, and you're listening to my good friends on The Morning Ride, right here on Texas Homegrown Radio.
All right, welcome back in. It is The Morning Ride,
Right here on Texas Homegrown Radio.
live from Texas Homegrown Studios. We work during the break, so
Yep.
it's not like we're just messing around.
No.
We did some construction work. Jeb was mixing some songs in the recording
We're always
side.
working.
Yeah, so people are like, "What are y'all doing in the breaks? Just like play around?" Yeah, no, we're working.
Production.
Yeah, I was out in the heat with my boot and a drill.
Yep. We was in there.
Jeb done seen it.
Yeah, we was out there fixing up that the moat drawbridge.
Yeah, the drawbridge is cool. It's getting cooler.
Heck yeah. I broke a lag off.
We screwed in some heavy metal. Heavy metal.
Yeah.
Oh. Put them in the Iron Maiden. Excellent.
Hey, you know,
Execute them. Bogus.
Hey, you know what the most audible death metal lyric is?
No.
Oh. It's the only thing you can understand. Oh.
You know what a pirate's favorite letter is?
No.
R.
I should have known. I was a Guadalupe pirate.
Yeah, you should. Rum starts with R.
Oh, man. It was fun times whenever I was in the Guadalupe Pirates, man.
If they made a movie about the Guadalupe Pirates, it'd be rated R.
Oh my god. We had some good times, man. You know, we played some. Played some great shows.
Greatness.
But you know, we also played. You know, the thing about playing with the Pirates is you never knew where Brandon Benningfield was going to book you. You know, he would just give you addresses. He's like, all right, this is where we're going to be. Meet me there, or meet me at my place and leave your truck and jump in mine, and we'll all roll together. And I always took my own truck.
Yeah, because you never know.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we would show up to weird places. One time we played at it's just this backyard party, but it was on somebody's ranch way out in the middle of nowhere. And, like, people none of us knew at all. And, like, they got hammered. And, old dude, it was time to get paid. And, like, we were all just standing around, like, and everybody's hammered. Like, the owners of the place were hammered. And they look like the type of people that, like, would probably
shoot you or something.
Bury you somewhere you know, in the morning when they're like, oh, we killed a guy? Like, crap.
Yeah.
I mean, they would get
I know those kind,
So, like, I remember standing around and we were just all kind of like,
probably should have got paid
before.
Like,
we didn't just up crashing there. We just partied with him all night. He's like, I'm not asking. So, you know, next day they paid him, you know. But, like, we ended up in some situations, you know. I started butting heads with the fiddle player because, like, I figured out all his buttons, and I just didn't like him, so I started pushing his buttons all the time, and then I got fired because they said I drank too much.
It's possible.
Yeah,
that's what drummers were supposed to do.
You know what? I mean, I've chilled out a lot, though. You know, back in the day, I was, you know, on a tear. So to
you
speak.
have chilled out a lot.
It has been a thing.
I feel like you fired me up and I calmed you down.
That's true.
Like, it was like it worked out.
Yeah, I stopped getting myself in a lot more trouble.
Yeah,
you know?
quit fighting as much.
Yeah. I
started telling people what I thought more.
Yeah.
I got rid of a lot of users after Jeb came around.
You started like literally.
I have money again because I quit giving it to everybody else.
When I started hanging out with you, started kicking people's asses literally. Like, they punching people in the sternum and like.
Well.
Like, it just started like all it off and knocking people down.
Yeah, it like switched over. Like you gave me part of your powers, and I give you part of my powers. Yeah,
I've gotten a lot more diplomatic.
You have. I'm proud of you.
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
Yeah. Except for the one night we both, when you were trying to get us paid, and you were going to fight like 30 people.
Yeah.
But I also used my powers that night because I told the guys, like,
I thought I was going to jail for sure.
I was like, look, you should probably just like pay him because I can hold him, but I don't want to. And I can't do it for very long.
You remember
anyway.
I caught up to old dude and threw him through that table, and he stood up and was like, ah, and ran inside.
That was pretty funny.
He was weird, man.
If you've never seen anybody get thrown in the air into a little table, it's funny. It's just like on TV, but better in real life. Like,
that guy was
but it looked
so
like
weird,
something
though,
you
man.
see on TV that you think, oh, that would never happen in real life, you know? And it happened. Like, the dude like flew through the air into this little table and stuff went flying, and I'm like, ah! And I remember in my brain, I went, that just really happened. Like, I always wanted to see that in real life. It was like, mark that off my bucket list.
Do you remember how he would close the bar down at the end of the night, though, that guy?
Yeah, just turn on rap music real loud.
No, he turned on...
Come out dancing in some costume.
Gary Stewart.
Yeah.
It was Gary Stewart.
Oh, it was Gary.
He'd put on Gary Stewart, and he'd walk around in a big afro wig and, like, strut
it was so
all
weird.
night. He would blare it so loud that it, like,
you
hurt to be in the room.
You couldn't even think, yeah.
It's such a weird deal, man.
It was so weird.
I don't miss playing that place, honestly.
Not at all.
You know?
It's part of it, though. You know,
yeah.
Sometimes we play weird places. I did that when I was DJing too. I got into some weird because people would hire me to go DJ parties and stuff, and I was so tired of like weddings and things like that. I'm like, all right, party's cool, but you don't know if you're gonna get paid.
Right.
I did one time, and it was in the pasture, and we ran power off of a generator, but it was a welder, like so. We had to but it was so loud that we had to like run like 5 extension cords, and they built a wall with plywood around it to try to knock the noise down, and then ran like all these extension cords to where I was, but you could still hear it. It was still
expensive party.
So I just had to turn it up really loud, you know. And then the music stopped, and everybody's like, "Oh!" And I'm like, "Somebody needs to go fill that up with diesel." Like, so they'd have to go and then re-crank it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, like all these bro
Running
country
shows off generator welders.
all these bro country guys are singing about, you know, like partying out in the pasture. And I'm like, they have no idea what we do. Like, and then the cops showed up. How they even got back there in the back 40, I don't know. But the sheriff department came, and so I started playing Bad Boys and.
Bad boys,
Yeah.
bad boys.
And
what you gonna
the
do?
cops came and told me that they were out there because the noise complaint. I'm like, we're in the middle of nowhere. Like, that's not true. And so I turned the music down, and then another cop come over and goes, "Hey, could you turn that Bad Boy song back up?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I turned it back up, and you could just see like chest swell up, you know. And they're running with them big mag lights chasing people, and then they're like looking for the keg, and I'm sitting on it. I got my tarp over it, and I'm sitting on the evidence. They never thought to look at my chair.
That's hilarious.
And then they all left, and it was just me
with a keg
and a keg, and so I loaded that up in my truck with all my equipment. And
well,
I
you got paid something.
I held it hostage. Well, I took it to my friend's house, and then all my friends drank the keg, and then I held the keg hostage until they paid me for the party, and then I gave them their keg back.
That's genius.
Worked out.
That's
But you
genius.
never know, man. Like,
No, you never know.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Nope.
I got into some weird ones.
Yep.
I
You just
did
look around like,
I did a wedding.
How did I get here?
I did a wedding one time on a game ranch, and there was like this mansion of a house, but the dad didn't care about his daughter really. Like, he cared about his car. He had some kind of like Italian car, and so like where the dance floor was, he set the car like on the dance floor basically, like like right next to my DJ booth, and it had his name on it, and he was out there polishing it before everybody came out for the reception. And then the daughter didn't want to dance with him. I think he was really a stepdad. And she wouldn't dance with him. And it was like a whole thing. And then he got mad. And then he peeled out in his car on the concrete and the stuff. And like right by my table, almost took it out and left. And then the mom got mad and left. And the daughter got mad and left. And so then everybody left. And luckily I already got paid. And then it was just the staff, right? And so it's like me and like 20 Hispanic people. And there was a few there was a few others, and they're like, "Hey, can you play cumbia?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they were bringing me like tequila and like fajitas, and like the ladies were fixing me food, and like they were taking care of me. And
I love partying with Mexican
They're like,
folks.
"You'll stay?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah, I'm gonna stay." Like, let's eat their food and drink their drinks. Like, the people having it were gone. We had the whole place to ourselves, and we had the best time you've ever had in your life.
I love partying with
great.
Mexicans, man.
They were so
they're the
much
best.
fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, we partied. Like, I was like, I got to go. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like, we just kept partying at these people's place. Like, they left.
Oh, it ain't a party unless the cops get called.
We
man.
had the whole place. Like, they left. Like, we could have just stayed there.
That's nuts.
Like, I almost thought about just staying there in this mansion of a house because no one else was.
Right.
But it's like, nah, I'd probably get arrested the next day or something. You know, I don't know. But it was craziness. Like, who does that?
Right.
Like, and they paid me a lot.
Some people, they got more money than they got sense.
It was
That's
the
all.
weirdest thing I've ever been a part of. And but what was weird though, there was a few people I knew there. Like, when I pulled in, there was like these guys that I knew, and I'm like, "What are y'all doing here?" And they're like, "What are you doing here?" But they ended up staying
I'm
too.
here for the party.
So there was some that I knew, but man, we had a good time. That was the good kind of like weddings, but the others were having to deal with crazy moms, and that was sucked.
Not good. You know, one time I played. I was down in Midland. I played this cigar bar. It was a whole weird 3-day run booked by you know who.
Oh yeah,
and
Voldemort.
Voldemort. Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't say that out loud. Don't say it 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
Beatles. God. Yeah.
But it was a place called the Hemingway down in Midland, you know, and every time I played there, man, it messed me up because it's a cigar bar and everybody's just sitting in there smoking cigars. So, like, oh, dude, it's bad. Like, I mean, talk about the worst smog ever when you walk in.
That's not a good environment for a singer, probably.
No, it's a terrible place to play. Terrible place. So we played that show.
Thank y'all for coming out to the Hemingway. That's
So-
bad if that, because you're a smoker, so that's bad if it bothered
It
you.
was bad.
Like, it's got to be, it would kill me now.
And so the next day, I had to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I played there till like 12:30, and then went and hunkered down in a hotel room, and then rolled out to Abilene the next day to play at a brewery at 10 in the morning for a dog costume contest.
What?
Yeah, a dog costume contest. Yeah, a bunch of people showed up with costumes on their dogs to win a prize.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was the middle of summer, so I mean it was hot. I was hungover. I was like sweating tequila, like, and I'm just in the sun, just like,
you're like,
singing
hey,
my songs, you know.
thank y'all for bringing your dogs out in costume, and
it's just weird, man.
thought that was a cat, but it's a dog.
Yeah, no. I started singing more awkward songs, you know, like That's Your Cousin.
Dog Days of Summer.
No, I mean, like, I figured, like, I was like,
should just sing dog songs.
What I did that day was,
who let the dogs out? Who?
I went and I just started drinking early, and I just had a kind of a
Mad
drunk
Dog
show.
2020.
Oh no, I was drinking whatever beer they
That's
had
what I
there.
did. That would be funny. See a dog dressed up as Mad Dog 2020.
That's a great costume
That would be
for a dog.
great dog costume.
And nobody was that clever. We had Cinderellas and crap coming
Hot
in.
dogs.
Oh,
I
look
bet
at
there
my
was a
wife.
hot dog. I bet there was a weenie
Oh yeah,
dog. Yeah.
there sure was. There's a couple of them. They just had like a.
I feel like I would have gone, like, if I was doing a dog contest costume thing, I would go above and beyond on it. Like, I would.
They told me the day before. It was like an add-on thing.
Like,
You
I
wanna
feel
do
like
the show, and I'm like,
I
sure.
wouldn't just
what
buy
is
a
it?
costume for a dog. If I had a dog, and I was in that, I would make like the coolest costume ever.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I do. You'd probably make it a Tyrannosaurus Rex or something.
I think it's something cool.
Make a giant turtle out of the dog.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Dogs.
Did you ever have a dog?
Yeah, I had dogs. I love dogs. Everybody asks me why I don't have a dog, and I love dogs. I just don't want a dog.
No, you never really told me about having a dog, so I never knew if you had a dog or not.
Yeah, I had dogs growing up. I always had labs.
Labs?
Yeah. Hunting dogs, you know. We would go take them dove hunting.
Yeller labs or white labs?
I had them all. I had yellow, black, chocolate.
We found a
I
chocolate
didn't
lab the other
discriminate.
day.
I was not a racist dog owner.
Yeah.
I had all the dogs. All the colors.
We found this puppy the other day. And it was I think it's a chocolate lab Weimaraner mix. It's got the Weimaraner eyes, but it's got the colors of chocolate.
It's a Weimador.
It's a Weimador. Chocolate Weimador.
You should call it a Chalk Weimer.
Can't say Weimer.
Chuck Weimer.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to call your dog.
Chuck Weimer. Yeah. My kids, they named...
You have a Weimer dog?
No. Reiner. It's a Reiner dog.
You have a Weimer. Oh, that's great.
Not a Weimer.
You have a Weimerhiner.
It's not a Weimer.
You have a Weimerhiner.
It's not my dog.
You have a Weimerhiner.
What are my kids' names?
Chuck. Your dog's name is Chuck.
I'll have to go home and chuck it out now.
Yeah, Chuck.
Chuck it out the door.
You have a dog named Chuck.
Oh, Tater. That's what they named it. Tater.
Tater Weimer. Like it.
That's just mean, man. That's terrible.
That makes me happy. That's gonna make me laugh all day long.
It's not that funny. It's like a.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's a small
You
joke.
gotta admit, it's funny.
It's like, you know,
It's a Kyle Park joke.
the Kyle Park jokes. Tiny bit of funny in there.
I was watching
Short.
I was watching a story about little Jimmy Dickens, and he's like Kyle Park size. He's like 4 foot something.
That dude was hilarious.
He was so funny.
He made fun of himself so much.
Yeah, he did. He made a lot of short jokes, but he made a lot of money off of it.
They did.
And like he said, he goes, people are going to make fun of me for being short. I might as well take their money.
You know what's really funny?
It's kind of smart.
It is. You know what's really funny is they pulled that deal with little Jimmy Dickens, that skit with the microphone being too tall.
Yeah.
They pulled that on him a bunch.
Oh yeah, I love that
Used to be
song.
a
My
thing.
grandpa loved that song. He did the "May the bird of paradise fly up your nose." Something about an elephant step on your toes.
Yeah.
May the bird of paradise fly up your nose.
Yeah, he's got a song about being short.
Yeah, it's something about he's little, something, but he's loud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it is. I'm sawed off and short, but I'm loud. Yeah, something like that. Funny.
Little Jimmy Dickens.
He used to do the. He used to be like the main act at the
Opry.
No, the pecan festival thing that we played.
Oh yeah, at the Peach and Melon Festival.
Peach and Festival.
Yeah.
Well,
Peach and Melon. Yeah, Peach and Melon Festival
There it is.
in De Leon.
Yeah, but they used to be a big deal.
Yeah,
back in
that
the
was
day.
huge back in the day.
Yeah,
And we got to do it a couple times, so
it's pretty cool.
yeah,
It's good stuff.
good stuff.
Next time if we could just do it at the truck pool.
Yeah, that was a little awkward because there was too many things going on at once, I think.
Yeah, they need to work on that a little bit.
It's
the
they're trying to
timing.
revamp it. It's a
The timing.
it's a
is the thing.
it's a trial and error thing. They're trying to revamp the whole event.
Right.
Yeah, but it was huge back in the day, so at least someone's trying to bring it back.
Right.
You know, gotta give it to them on that.
Truth.
It's a lot of work. I did that with the 4th of July festival here. Me and Amber Parks and several others. We worked our butts off to bring the 4th of July back like it was when we were kids. They had this big festival. It was like an all-day thing. There was like games for kids. And so we brought it back, and we did it for 2 years, and it was so much. We worked year-round for one event.
Yeah.
And then all these people were like, well, we want to do it. Why do y'all get to do it? We could do it. We want credit for it. They were wanting to take credit for all of our hard work. And I said, okay, you want to do it? I'm out. You want to do it? Here you go. So we all kind of did that. You know what happened? They tried it 1 year and went, and they don't have it anymore.
See, we got.
You know why? Because everybody wants the credit, but nobody wants to put in the work.
We've got to have stuff like that. You know, when I was a kid, there was all kinds of stuff, crawdad cookouts and county fairs and all kind of stuff. It was like every couple of months there was a big thing you could take your family to.
Yeah, but somebody's got to do the work to put those things on.
But everybody's too busy just watching stuff on their phone.
Too much. All
Gotta
right.
take a break from it at some point.
Speaking of, we got to get out of here. It's time for us to roll. Tomorrow, Hayden Westbrook will be here in studio.
Right on.
He promised me tomorrow.
That's what's
He will
up.
be here tomorrow. But don't forget he's playing tonight out at the Twisted J, so go check him out. If you've seen him on TikTok and YouTube and all that stuff, he's
sensation.
all over the social medias.
He's a social media
And,
sensation.
this is his first solo headlining tour.
Yeah.
So this is the first one that's got his name on it,
Mm-hmm.
So go check him out. Good stuff. Kid from Stephenville, Texas, and doing big things. So
Yeah.
hopefully he will be here tomorrow. He called me and said, I will be there tomorrow. So if not, we'll call him and I'll harass him on the air because I got his number now.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I'll be selling that on eBay later. If you don't show up, Westbrook, I'm gonna be selling your phone number on the social web. I'm on the black web. All them teenage girls would be like, "I'll give you $1,000."
You'll be getting harassed.
Yeah. My nephew Braden, he's a big fan. He wanted to skip school to be here today. Good thing he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Would have skipped school for nothing. All right, we got to get out of here. Thank you to our sponsors making it possible for us to be here this morning, like our friends down at Triple Crown Ford and Lincoln.
Let the horses run.
And brought to you by Brazos River Air Conditioning.
If you need help with your AC,
call Wasey. You can find him online, brazosriverac.com.
That's right.
He's really busy right now, though, so let him come fix our stuff first, and then he can come see you.
Exactly.
Yeah. We need you, Wasey. Where are you, Wasey?
Where you at, Wasey?
We need you.
You're supposed to be here.
We won't fuss if we see Russ. And brought to you by Cannonball Insurance Solutions.
Nice.
There you go.
The best one yet.
Saving that one up. I didn't do these this morning when you weren't here. It was just, it's weird by myself to do the sound effects. Also brought to you by Double D Barbecue.
Don't need no teeth to chew.
That's right. Check out Dana Deathridge over there in Bluffdale, Texas, right off of 377. Tonight is open mic night. Take your guitars, go out there. They've been going viral.
They're right.
Open mic nights, yeah. And brought to you by Wiley Disposal.
Is your trash in a piley?
Call Wiley.
Don't lose your smiley.
And brought to you by Wild Will's Saloon and Dance Hall.
Get your thrills at Wild Will's.
Never met a stranger.
Down in Ranger.
That's right. Check out Wild Will's big showcase of events coming up. They've got John Conley coming. T.G. Shepherd's going to be there. Jason Boland. Bellamy Brothers. Huge.
Man, that's awesome.
Huge lineup. And brought to you by Beverly Gosden Jenkins and the A-Team.
Because if you want the cream of the crop,
got to go to the top.
Call the A-Team.
Know what I mean, Vern? Hey, there's old Robert Boyd tuned in right at the end of every time, the last part of the segment, like the last thing we say, then he pops up and there he is. Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Hey, Robert, come see us, man.
Heck yeah.
All right, we got to get out of here. Jeb, you going to close us out?
Yeah.
All right, till next time, remember, take it easy. And if it's easy.
You got no gas in it.
I would love to say that to EV person.
Excuse me. Excuse me.